Well, it's the end of the night here at round 4 for the Theisen Snocross National presented by Quickstar. We have the ops team tearing down behind us. So Matt, joining me once again today, Matt Skubic. We're going to break down your pro classes. Starting out with snowbike, continued momentum for Jesse Kirchmeyer, Keaton Ward, but a newcomer to the podium, Nick Krager.
Yeah, it was awesome to see. Like I said yesterday, it's great to have new people on the podium, but man, Jesse's tough to beat. He's even his hole shots tonight, he was on top of it, and going to be tough to beat in a couple weeks in Deadwood as well.
Really is, and a change of momentum here in the pro women's class. Megan Broder, an unfortunate off earlier on in the race, and Anna Hauger, who also finished on the podium yesterday, off her sled. And we also had a newcomer to the podium for the women's class. Of course, a big win for Malene, but we had McKenna Kleiman in second there, and Taven Woody to round out the podium. So Taven's had a bit of bad luck this week, but she was able to garner a podium finish. So solid close to the weekend for Taven.
Yeah, and unfortunately, I don't know how she ended up, because I think she did have a little bit of an injury at the end of the race there, so hopefully she heals up quick and can be ready for Deadwood.
And on to Pro Light, big hole shot for Riley Bester. How about that guy?
Yeah, that was awesome. Those La Valley sleds are ripping between Adam and Riley, so hopefully those players can keep getting stronger each week, and who knows what might happen this year.
And we had Corbin Anderson running the outside. It was working out for the balance of that race. Theo ultimately assumed the lead, but Adam Peterson, who had back-to-back podiums at ERX, I think he might have had a little bit tougher luck, at least not the luck he had at ERX working in his favor last night, but tonight garnered a second place finish. So great racing and pro light all around.
Yeah, for sure, and it's great for Arctic. They've been struggling the last a couple of seasons, but having Theo take tonight's win was huge for Arctic as a whole.
And we talked about in pro last night, proving to be so consistent once again, Oscar Norum, who ripped the hole shot. He broke the streak of Lincoln Lemieux, by the way, for the stud boy hole shots, and he led many laps of that race. So it's another strong run. For sure,
and those Hensha sleds were fast today. Cody had a little bit of bad luck. He got pretty tangled up in a bad wreck we had at the finish line there, and but Oscar, man, he's tough, and those foreigners, they all seem to be tough, but no one's tougher than Ishel right now.
No, and I was actually catching up with some of the folks from the Polaris trailer earlier, and they said they're happy with the sled so far. One thing they wanted to improve, of course, they added the EFI this year, working on adding more mid-range power, or better mid-range power, meaning better hole shots. They're seeing that tonight. Big hole shot win for them. But, Norm, again, looking so strong out there, and Francis Pelletier kept him honest, our pro rookie.
Yeah, for sure. And we've had a great rookie class this season between Hunter and Francis both. And unfortunately, that big wreck was Francis and tangled up a few guys. But Francis did run so strong at the beginning of the race until that accident. And who knows, I think these two rookies are going to be a force to be reckoned with all season long.
Definitely. The carnage, like you had mentioned, and unofficially just trying to read off my chicken scratch notes here, and I don't know if these were all from one incident, but we had Cole Coutu collected, Cody Cam was collected, Adam Runheim, Hunter Patnode, and of course Francis Pelletier, maybe Dan Benham, if I remember correctly, but a rider who was able to rally back from that, Cole Coutu, he was off the sled with a few laps remaining, and he worked his way back up to 6th.
Yeah, it's great for Cole. Like we were talking about Cole yesterday, and he seems to be getting stronger every weekend. So look for Cole and the whole Players crew to keep getting stronger like we talked about. And who knows, it's a long season. We're only two weekends in, 4 rounds. So it's going to be a great year. And we'll see you in a couple weeks in Deadwood.
That's right. And at the end of the race, just residual from the carnage we had on track, an unfortunate DNF for Pelletier as well as Cody Cam. And we had mentioned Cody Cam, who had been very consistent in heat races. He just needed luck to go his way in the finals. He got a 5th place finish last night, so a tough break for Cody, unable to finish this one. But take a look at our top finishers from our pro classes here coming up in just a second. But Matt, thanks for breaking it down for me. Round 4.
For sure, round 4. We'll be back in Deadwood in 2 weeks.
See you then.